everybody, Gunner here again.
Sharky.
We were having some technical difficulties. So,
Good girl, sprinkle. No.
what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be finishing the darn book. They're trying to read, but because we were having a lot of technical difficulties, so what we're gonna be doing is finishing it. So,
Have you started that yet?
yeah.
Oh, hey. That part of the video where the camera came back on and I was sitting in front of the camera?
Yeah.
None of that got recorded. The first 17 minutes of your first video, that got recorded.
Yeah, well then after you hit end, when it froze.
When it froze, from the time it froze, after that, nothing got recorded.
Yeah, so I tried doing an outro, because I was only supposed to read this, which did get recorded.
Yes.
But, my outro.
Intro?
Outro.
¿Qué es una outro?
The end.
Oh.
Like the part where you say thanks for watching, everybody. Like
I didn't go to arts and performance school like you did, so I don't know.
An outro has literally nothing to do with that.
Okay, well I'm just saying, like if you introduced that book earlier, it didn't get recorded, so maybe you should introduce the book before you start reading it. That's what I was trying to get to.
Buttermilk Bear, yeah, book thing.
Ooh, de la Serendipity book collection, hombre, no.
Buttermilk Bear. It's a book. Like it's an actual page. In the early spring, right after the snow had melted, there were great changes in the land called autumn-fall. Flowers of every color and variety popped their heads into the world, decorating the land left bare by winter. Green, hardy shoots of grass and clover pushed aside the snow of winter past, eagerly seeking the summer to come. All the animals looked about in awe after a confining winter sleep. All was as it should be in the land of autumn-fall. Let me just really quickly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read it and then I'm going to show you the illustrations. That's what I'm going to do. At this time, in this land, there was a bunny family hopping about, searching for a new springtime home. There was a mama bunny, a papa bunny, and a baby bunny named Buttermilk, who looked just like her name. They had been searching for days and were about to give up when they found a perfect den to make their home. Together, the bunnies scooted down the twisted tunnel, avoiding a clump of dirt. Avoiding a clump of dirt here and an old cobweb there as they explored their new home. Finally, Buttermilk's mom announced that the exploring was over and that it was time to get to the task at hand. Come, family, she squeaked. We need sweet grasses for the mattresses and pollen for the pillows. Let's get to work, work, work! Buttermilk looked at her pappy and her pappy looked at Buttermilk, then laughing and chanting, work, 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 work. They marched off together to gather what was needed. They worked and labored far into the night. When all was neat as a pin, 3 very tired bunnies fell fast asleep. So, that was a very stupid thing I just did. Whatever. The next morning, as Buttermilk ate her breakfast of clover buds covered in sweet currant cream, she listened to her parents talk about all the new and exciting things to be found in autumn-fall. Everything was perfect in autumn-fall, except for the bears. Bears, said Mama Bunny. There are smelly old bears here in autumn-fall. Yep, said Papa Bunny. Big wattle-tail bears are right here. Yeah, bears are the one thing that can ruin a neighborhood. Buttermilk listened carefully, for she had never seen a wattle-tail bear before. She decided her first order of business would be to search out these smelly old bears and see for herself how they could ruin a neighborhood. As soon as breakfast was done, Buttermilk hippity-hoppitied up the tunnel to the meadow above. I forgot to show you the illustrations. I forgot. So here's the first illustration for the page I missed. The one about where they try to find a den, and then here's the one where they're having breakfast. And then all Buttermilk does for the next quite a few pages is try to find bears. As soon as breakfast was done, Buttermilk hippity-hoppitied up the tunnel to the meadow above. She sat at the entrance to her home and looked this way and scrunched her nose that way, trying to decide the best place to search for wattle-tail bears. She finally chose that way. Which way is that way? That's the biggest question. And which way was this way? Buttermilk hurried along until she found a furry creature with a big flat tail. "Are you an old smelly bear?" she asked curiously. "If you are, why are you ruining the neighborhood?" "No, I am not a bear. I am a beaver. I chew up trees and make sticks out of them." With that, the beaver wandered on his way and Buttermilk hopped on hers. She hadn't gone far when her nose began to twitch in great irritation. Wafting toward her was a terrible smell. Really quickly, here's a beaver illustration. "That must be the bear," she said gleefully. She hopped quickly along the path until she came face to face with a strange creature. The creature had slick black fur, because I can't speak. Slick black fur and a long white stripe from the tip of his nose to a tail. If there ever was a smelly creature, this was it. Are you an old smelly bear? And if you are, why are you ruining the neighborhood?" "No, I am not a bear," said the creature indignantly. "I'm a skunk. I spend all day smelling the flowers and eating the pink persimmon blossoms. And I never ruin neighborhoods." Then, with its tail held high, the skunk marched into the woods. So it went for the rest of the morning, with Buttermilk asking each and every creature she met if it was a bear. At least it doesn't go on for a bunch of pages. As the day wore on, Buttermilk hopped faster than faster. She scurried here, there, and everywhere, but couldn't find a bear. She thought, as she raced down the path. "Maybe there isn't any such thing as a wattle-tailed bear." It was at this precise moment that she ran pell-mell into another creature, running in the opposite direction. They flipped and flopped, colliding in a puff of dust and tangled lights in the middle of the path. The best illustration in this entire book. Let's just be honest. The two of them politely helped each other up and sat at the end of the primrose path. "I am so sorry," said Buttermilk, as she examined her newfound friend. "I was hopping so fast I didn't look where I was going. My name is Buttermilk. What's your name?" The other creature smiled a gentle smile and said, "My name is Jingle, and I can't make a voice for him. I'm just going to use my regular voice. My name is Jingle, and I wasn't looking either, so please accept my apologies. For you see, my parents were saying just this morning that some waggly-eared bunnies had moved into the area. Papa said, 'There goes the neighborhood.' I have never seen a bunny before, and I wanted to find out what kind of animal could carry off an entire neighborhood." I guess that's going to be the voice I'm going to try to do for him. It's going to be like a fluctuating-ish voice. Like, it's going to be like, I don't really know what to call it. But it's going to be fluctuating. That's what I'm going to call it for now. "It couldn't," Buttermilk giggled. "It couldn't be a bunny's because I'm a bunny. My papa said it was the wattle-tailed bears who are ruining the neighborhood." The little bear laughed and laughed. "It couldn't be the bears because I'm a bear and I've never ruined a neighborhood." I think the voice I'm going to do for Jingle is the same voice I'm going to do for Buttermilk. Except they're not going to have the quote-unquote speech impediment. Buttermilk Bunny looked carefully at Jingle Bear and sniffed twice. "You don't smell, and you aren't very old. Maybe my papa was wrong." "Yeah," said Jingle after sizing up Buttermilk. You don't look nearly big enough to carry off a neighborhood. Maybe my papa was wrong too. Satisfied that their parents were mistaken, the bear and the buddies spent the rest of the day meandering about the meadows of autumn fall. They quickly became the best of friends. Later, as the sun was setting low, they hugged each other that special way that best friends do, and promised to meet tomorrow at that very same spot on the primrose path. Then they hopped and waddled in opposite directions to tell their parents the good news. I take it back. This is the best illustration in the entire book. Hang on, guys. Buttermilk skittered and scampered through the woods to the burrow that the bunnies called home. She zipped down the tunnel and ran right into her mother, who happened to be carrying a supper of fern leaf lettuce to the table. Buttermilk went flying, Mama went flying, and the lettuce landed on Papa's head. Of course it did, because where else would it go? I find that funny. Okay. Oh, Mama, I'm sorry, but I was so excited, Buttermilk said as she cleaned up the mess. You were so wrong about the barrels. Oh, sorry, I did the voice. Oh, Mama, I'm sorry, but I was so exciting, Buttermilk said. I was so excited, Buttermilk said as she cleaned up the mess. You were so wrong about the bells. I met the most wonderful little bell named Jingle, and he's my most favoriteest friend in the whole wide world. She babbled on and on about the fun they had, when suddenly she realized that her parents weren't laughing. In fact, they appeared to be very upset. Papa Bunny slowly stood and brushed the lettuce from his fur. With one large furry foot tapping on the floor, he said sternly, Baby bears grow up to be mean and vicious bears who eat little bunnies. That is the way it is, and that is the way it always will be. You can never ever see this Jingle Bear again. I just had a freaking idea. Better if I get this plug and go across. Jingle bear, jingle all the way. I don't freaking know how I would do this without jingles. Jingle bear, jingle all the way. Okay, anyways, guys. But Papa! Buttermilk cried. Maybe, just maybe, if Jingle and I became friends, but bunnies and bears could live together in the forest and help one another. No, said Papa with a thump of his foot. That is the way it has been, and that is the way it always will be. I hate how my lungs go like this when I try to make that voice. It's so stupid. Oh, God. Anyways. With tears pouring down her furry face, Buttermilk talked and talked. She told her parents that the bears probably felt the same way about them, and if bunnies and bears would only try, they just might become friends. Come with me tomorrow and see what good friends Jingle and I have become. The two older bunnies listened reluctantly, but refused to change their minds. We'll come with you, but only to make sure that you say goodbye to this bear forever, said Papa firmly. Then, because it was late, the three of them curled up beneath quilts of eiderdown. Never heard of that before, and fell fast asleep. Bright and early the very next morning, Mama, Papa, and Buttermilk Bunny hopped off to the primrose path. There at the edge of the forest, hidden beneath clumps of clover drenched in morning dew, the older buddies nervously watched as Buttermilk hopped to the middle of the meadow to meet her best friend, Jingle Bear. Illustration, this is like the only one of those pages that has an illustration. Don't think I forgot, because I didn't. Other illustrations that I forgot to include. Those are all the ones I forgot. Buttermilk sat with a thump on an old wooden stump and waited. It wasn't long before the little bear cub came waddling along and sat beside her. You wouldn't believe what my parents said when I told them I had met a real live bunny, said Jingle. They ranted and raved and at first refused to let me see you ever again, but finally they decided that they would come with me and make sure I said goodbye to you forever. Sure enough, at the other side of the meadow, Buttermilk could see two big bears peering anxiously over a patch of honeysuckle vine. Now, I know the lighting's kind of bad, but the bears are kind of obvious in the background, so yeah. Buttermilk and Jingle sat and talked about the problem, and with all the bunnies on one side of the meadow and all the bears on the other. Finally, Buttermilk and Jingle realized that the way the bears felt about the bunnies was the same way the bunnies felt about the bears. And there was nothing the two of them could do to change their minds. Nothing would change, but maybe, just maybe, by staying the best of friends. Buttermilk and Jingle could teach the other bears that prejudice was just plain wrong. After giving each other a special hug, they hopped and waddled back to their families, resolved to the fact that barriers can be broken. Eventually. As you walk through forests to the meadows of your mind, stop and talk to those you fear, for good friendships you may find. And that was the book. This was Storytime with me, episode 5. It was kind of scuffed, if I'm being honest, because, like, I recorded half of it, and it cut out. Now I recorded the second half, and this one hasn't cut out yet, so that's good. All in all, this is like a 35-minute story time episode. What the heck was that? Oh no, this was like a 40-minute story time episode, I think. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.